So, chapter number 8 basically discusses about work done and power and how energy and work done is related to each other. When we discusses about the work done is defined as the when a force is applied and the body covers distance in the direction of applied force. That is the only condition for work to be done. That is, this is an object. I have applied force onto it. And if it's covered direction in the distance in the direction of applied force, only then work is said to be done. Do we understand the essence of it? Okay. When a force is applied onto an object and it covers distance in the direction of applied force, then work is said to be done. For example, if I'm sitting in a car with its engine turned on, according to physics, it's no work done. If I'm holding a bucket of water, according to physics, I'm not doing any work. Because whenever we need to consider work done,
Distance should
distance must be covered in the direction of applied force. There should be some distance covered in the direction of applied force. On the basis of that, work done would have the formula of F into
force
D.
system.
F, obviously, if they're the product of each other, so if there is no distance covered in the direction of applied force, F into 0 would eventually give us an answer of 0. No matter
So
how
work would
much
be
force I'm applying onto an object, in what direction I'm applying it to it, if there is no distance covered in the direction of applied force, there would be no work
no
done.
work.
Okay? Up, the unit for work done is joules, and joule obviously किसके इक्वल होगा? न्यूटन
Energy.
मीटर के, because force has a unit of newton, d has a unit of meter, so joule is equals to newton meter. Work would be a scalar quantity or a vector quantity?
Vector.
Work.
Vector. And हाँ स्केलर सॉरी, मैंने भी बिना
Scalar,
सोचे बोल
scalar,
दिया
scalar.
स्केलर. एंड व्हाई इज दैट? बिकॉज दे बोथ आर एक्टिंग
You
पैरेलल
would
टू ईच
have
अदर, तो
some.
रिजल्टेंट वेक्टर नहीं होगा इसके अंदर हमारे पास. ठीक है, दे बोथ आर एक्टिंग और अप्लाइंग इन द सेम डायरेक्शन, सो देयर वुड बी नो resultant of it. So work is a scalar quantity. So we could say कि maximum work कब होगा? When F and D are at 0 degrees to each other. Minimum or zero work कब होगा? When F
D is
and
0.
D are at 90 degrees to each other. और negative work done कब होगा? When theta is equals to 180, which means कि force इस direction में apply हो रहा है and distance किस direction में cover हो रहा है? इस direction. So work would be negative. Zero कब होगा? If force is applying in this direction and distance is covered in this direction. तो zero work done होगा. Maximum work done कब होगा? When force is applied in this direction and distance is also being covered in this direction.
फिर तो यानी वर्क के लिए डायरेक्शन जरूरी है।
No, distance travel जरूरी है.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, distance.
Distance traveled is
लेकिन
mandatory.
लेकिन अगर आप फोर्स एक तरफ लगा लें और दूसरी तरफ डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल हुआ तो वर्क
Hmm.
नहीं, जीरो वर्क।
Yes.
So, okay.
देखो, दे
तो मतलब
वेक्टर्स एंड स्केलर्स के अंदर ना, व्हेन वी विल गेट इन डिटेल, इट्स अ वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन सिंस वी आर डिस्कसिंग द डायरेक्शन, सो व्हाई आर वी कंसीडरिंग वर्क टू बी नॉट अ वेक्टर क्वांटिटी बट अ स्केलर क्वांटिटी? देखो, फोकस करो कि दे बोथ आर पैरेलल टू ईच अदर. ठीक है? आर वी
One
डू
one
डू
work
वी
is
गेट अ रिजल्टेंट व्हेन टू वेक्टर्स आर पैरेलल टू ईच अदर?
No.
No.
ठीक है, मैं आपको ये इजीएस्ट वे में बता रहा हूँ. देयर इज वेरी मतलब देयर इज फर्दर डिटेल इनटू दैट, बट दैट इज नॉट द पार्ट ऑफ आवर कोर्स टू गो इनटू दैट. बस आसान लफ्जों में मैंने वही आपको बताया कि वी आर कंसिडरिंग इट टू बी अ स्केलर क्वांटिटी बिकॉज force and distance is parallel to each other, and it must be parallel to each other. It must be in the same direction for work to be done. अब ये फॉर्मूला किसी और क्वांटिटी से भी मैच हो रहा है. बता सकते हो कि किस दिस फॉर्मूला इज वेरी क्लोज टू अनदर क्वांटिटी. वी रिसेंटली हैव डन इट.
Impulse?
Moments.
No.
नहीं.
Wait 1 second. Force times
Sir,
distance.
moments. Force
Movements.
times distance.
If you remember, हमने movements में भी पढ़ा था कि we are going to do an other topic in
Force
which we
times
would discuss कि force and distance must be parallel to each other. We would call that work done. Movement में हमने क्या discuss किया था कि force
Perpendicular.
and movement arm must be perpendicular to each other. So formula same है but definition application सब different है हमारे पास. Okay? तो
थोड़ा सा मुझे लगता है मिर्ची और डलेंगे, है ना? डलेंगे नमक भी.
okay, are you clear up till here?
yes.
अब जो वर्क डन है हमने डिस्कस किया. वर्क इज सेड टू बी डन if distance is covered in the direction of applied force, which means work done will bring some change into energy. So we could say that whenever a work is done, it brings change in kinetic energy and it brings in change in potential energy. So we can write these formulas as work done is equals to 1 by 2 mv square, change of kinetic energy, and work done is equals to mgh. Now, how do we get these formulas? How can we justify that there is an existence of this formula? That we'll discuss in the next lecture. Do we have any confusion up till here, whatever we have studied?
No.
No.
Okay.
No. Okay.